Hello, everybody. Welcome to the JJA Show. My name is Jan-Jaap. We're of course live. Welcome to our show. If you're watching this, you can see. Sorry about that. Our our chat room. There you can leave comments. If you have some subtle want to talk about, then you're fine. Of course, you have to understand that the live chat is disappearing when the show is done. And if you're going to watch on how it's called on um, damn, I'm lost for word, guys. Uh, on demand, then you have the comment section left. So that is all right. Um, So everybody, welcome to our show. My name is Jan-Jaap. It's a little bit unusual time I'm streaming live. I'm always an evening streamer, as I was called. Also, the JJA show is normally on Saturday evening, not on Saturday afternoon around 8:30. We're always live, but that is due to the Champions League coming on yet, starting at 8:45. We didn't want to go against that, and because a lot of people were watching it, and I understand that. I'm going to watch it too. I don't have time for it to be online, but if it was really necessary, of course, I would sacrifice that for you guys. So don't worry about that. All right, welcome to our show. We have a very big lineup actually coming ahead of you. Welcome. And my name is Jan-Jaap Abbing, reporting for JJ Live Tube. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Very important. And I hope you really give us a like on our videos, because that is always nice to have. And of course, a nice comment is also nice to have. So normally at this time of day, actually, I'm still posting news. Actually, I'll be honest, I'm watching even Catfish on MTV. I like to see Catfish. I know. Um, um, if you guys into Catfish with Nick Sherman and Max, I don't know, whatever. And so what do we have left? Well, we start off, of course, with the man who brought major news, and that's Donald Trump. Now, the thing is, a lot of people asking people what I think about Donald Trump. But okay, I will give you a short notice and how I see Donald Trump. And I've been keeping a little eye on him, but listening to how he's talking. The guy, if you hear, yeah, I mean, uh, okay, here it is. I don't think Donald Trump is actually an, a real politician. I'm not. But you can hear on his talking, he's a very bloody good businessman, a hard businessman. And you can hear why he actually made the money. And I can understand that. That guy, he's in nature, that is in his blood. Now he become president. And I don't know, I have mixed feelings about him. There are not everything against what he comes out with, I'll be honest. Um, so, it, yeah, I really have something. It is hard, and I was listening to this week of to the Paris treatment. He wants to step from away from, um, and then he says, yeah, I do want to step away from it, but I want to renegotiate. And a lot of people are going around, oh, he's stepping away and blah, blah, blah. But they never come actually with the story that he said after that he wants to renegotiate in. And I said, oh, yeah, but he said also this. And then they're quiet and they don't say anything about it, then they're quiet. So I had sometimes with the Donald Trump hater, and I'll be honest, guys, I am very neutral. I don't care. I really don't care if he's good or bad because he's not my president. Okay, I'm just keeping it from a very neutral side. But I notice always with the haters, they go only they fish the most negative things about it on purpose, or no, not on purpose. I think they left out what he is saying with the puff. That is always so funny, and 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 people do that. It's a nature thing. You know, if you say, get something negative, they always tell you the half story. That's the funniest part, and that's not only with Donald Trump, by the way. That's with everything. So if you're a hater, you say, okay, he wants to leave it. If you are, we say, yeah, but no, but he's just stepping out to make a new negotiation, a better deal. That, that's a lot. I said something, I like, you know, for me, it's like, have you ever been to an, a tennis match? And then you sit and you have center court in front of you. Here stands one and there stands the other. So, for example, okay, let's take a very funny fact now because we know what's going on in the sport between these two ladies. Here stands Wozniacki and here stands Maria Sharapova. And when they play tennis, and people go like, that's me right now with Donald Trump, right? I'm sitting something like, go backward and forward. And people ask, what do you think about Donald Trump? I say, yeah, but why should I think about something? He is the president of the United States. And in a way, what he's doing, I can understand what he's doing. He wants the best for the United States. And I can understand that. He wants security, he wants more work, and that's what he's going for, and a better economics. That's it. And that's what you can suspect from a businessman. And that is very simple because I'll explain that. Security, that means more stable environment of working. So a lot of people are less scared, so they can go easy to work. The health system, well, okay, he wants to prove that because a lot of people can more work. I understand that. Get a lot more work in. So the business can do more business. That's all in his alley. That is his strong point. And you can whine and bitch about him, but that is true, and I can understand that you think like that, absolutely. But you have to understand where this guy is coming from. He has been always his life a businessman, and I'm not defending the guy. I'm really not. But a lot of people forget about that. Really, every people I say about listen, he comes from the business side. He's taking the business side of others. At the moment, yes, the environment, he don't give so much crap about it, and that is why I will explain to you that, guys, is that actually sometimes in 9 out of 10 cases with environment law, that can put businesses some a little bit backwards. Now, businesses sometimes say, yes, we want to do that because to make a good voice, but also a longer prospect for the world. That's not too true. But in the end, they're losing some money of it. You can deny that, and that is the thing that you can feel on Donald Trump, and then you can say what you ever want, but there lays the fact, and then you can have something. Yeah, but he is saying this, and this is not true, and that is absolutely true. Okay, I know where you're coming from. I really do. Okay, Um, and I can understand that you worry about that fact. Uh, but here's the thing, guys. Here's the real the thing: is that the um, um, he's just going after where he stands strong. If you, okay, I'll put a little different. If you want to sell yourself, right? You're not going to talk about your weaknesses. No, if you really want to accomplish something, uh, then you're going after your strong points, and you thrive on those strong points. That you can continue work on because they give you the better you, and it's easier to do the job with those stronger points, right? If you are um, let's say if you are good with everything to do with money, right? Would you put yourself then in place for a cleaning job? No. If you are playing good, very good with playing with football, of course you should become a professional football player. I understand that. That is the thing. We always have to thrive on what's good at. That is Trump actually more doing or less. And that can sometimes have a negative effect of being a politician. Because a businessman is how to make profit. A politician is sometimes putting the best for the interest for the people of his country. And that sometimes, if you combine these two, that always doesn't match. But sometimes, for certain areas, absolutely is the number one choice. And that we keep forgetting about. And we have um, that you have this for 4 years. And then it's funny, it was announced that wants to. It is nice, and he's probably great. He's a great actor. Some people even don't think, but anyway, he has his name. The guy can talk, really. The guy when he was in WWE, when he was a pro wrestler, right? That guy could talk to you, and that guy can talk to you like that. He can bring you to make. If he wants to make you um, uh, sound like a pig and walk around like a pig, he can do that. The problem is there, how good is his political skills? Because we don't know that. That guy is coming from A, from the sports world, and B, the entertainment world, because he's been playing American football. He's been being a professional wrestler. He's been in acting movies. Great! But that doesn't make either a good president. Okay, Ronald Reagan was a good president, I think. He was an actor. Yes, that's true. That's true. So I don't say it's impossible, but it does worry me sometimes. I'll be honest. I think it's a very funny idea. I mean, a few years ago he was beating the ass out of John Cena. And in a few years' time, he'll be sitting in the White House if he's getting elected. That is the thing. That is the thing. The thing is with John, the Dwayne Johnson is a good talker. He's a bloody good talker. And that is his thing. That he has his charisma. Can charisma create a president? Could be, could be. I think it's also that as a politician you have to maybe have a little bit charisma to sell your ideas to the public. As crazy as it sounds like. So yeah, I'm just saying. So But anyway, welcome to our show. So, and I don't want to talk all about Donald Trump and the presidency. I really don't. There's some more things I really talk about. The next point is actually we're coming in the time of the festivals. We have Rock am Ring, and we all heard what happened yesterday. This is the thing. There are a lot of people who are Muslim. They're sitting and whinging about it and taking the Mickey out of it. That we are so negative about their. Yes, I know I have to say religion now because, but everybody knows that I think it's more an ideology. I don't think it's a religion. Okay, let's go for a fact. Let them keep in La La Land. The ideology, and they're sitting and whining about it. But at the same time, all these events has getting threatened now with bombs and terrorists and everything. And then they can't understand that we are really tired of these people. Yes, sorry, I say it a little bit wrong way now. I can understand where you're coming from. But if you want to be accepted, you do that not with threats. And here's the thing. I was watching a talk show, and there was also the same thing again. And there was in Holland, in Rotterdam, there's the council has started some action that is you can choose your own partner. Great, absolutely freedom. If you want to be with a woman, great. If you want to be with men, absolutely, that's your choice. The thing is, and there was directly going at it this guy who had, what his name is Kuzu, and Kuzu is something he thinks his sick mind, his he is really mental, if you ask me. He thinks that Holland is Turkey. Right? He thinks everything in Holland has to be the same as in Turkey. No, Holland is Holland. All right? He's saying, well, yeah, but you heard a lot of people in the Turkish community that live in Turkey. Who the fuck do we care if you do that in Holland? They have to get a rat's ass to do with Turkey. The thing is, the funniest part is people from Turkish origin were even along the action. They think it was a great idea to show from, hey, Holland, you have your freedom here. Show it off. How great Holland is. And then that guy, he's always, and then he can understand that a lot of politicians say to him, if you're sitting so much pro of Turkey and all negative thing about Holland, why don't you just pack your stuff and go back to Turkey? Go sit down there and talk about it. That is the thing. That is the thing. I am so against that that a country has to change their culture because some foreign people, well, a large group of other people from another country, they have to change to that because they're to integrate in that society where they move to. It is really sickening. I'm getting tired of it. And this is the thing with all these terrorist attacks. Listen, IS or what organization you are, the Al Qaeda, those shit organizations, but how stupid are you guys? I mean, if you want the Islam on the power, then fine, then learn people to accept, but don't do it with terrorism because it gives the opposite way. Wake up, you there in Syria and all those countries there. It doesn't help. It makes it only worse. The hatred towards you, the more bombs you will get thrown on your head. And I hope they I really hope they do. I'll be honest. Because I'm sick and tired that everything has to get ruined because there live people here has an other opinion than you guys, and you can't accept that. Here, buddies, listen to this very carefully. Freedom of choice. It doesn't help to force people after your ideas. That doesn't work. Maybe it works in your country, but we have freedom of choice here. If you can't accept it, then move to Mars. All right? Because I'm sick and tired of it. Really, I am. I mean, I have one more topic, and that also has to involve me. I'll come to that later. I'm sick and fucking tired of it. That we have to go this far to really live in, the other people have to live in fear because they have to be forced onto your sick and twisted and mental deranged ideology. And if you don't do, you have to be killed. It has nothing to do with religion. Nothing. I've been saying that now here on YouTube. Yes, I probably get this video is going to be demonetized. I don't give a rat's ass anymore. But I say it very loudly and clear. If you want to accept it, trust me, you want to make to be accepted. And that is somewhere different, for example, here in Denmark or in Holland, than somewhere else, for example, in Japan or China or Australia, in the United States. All they have different acceptance rules. And rightfully so, because that's culture, that's their thing. Every country is different. And thank God for different, because if we are all equal, for God's sake, what a boring world this will be. That's the thing. And that is the thing I have against, I'll be honest, about Islam. I can't stand and bear them. I really can't. And then you get thrown in your face now, sometimes you're racist and blah, blah, blah. Well, if you think that, no, because I gave a bloody good reason. I don't think it's right that you're standing with a bomb because at a concert and that people go off, so a lot of children get killed. How sick is that? That is the sickening of that ideology. Those children, they don't care about that age around religion. They care to have a good time. And that is the same yesterday. The same yesterday with Rock and Ring. Thank God there didn't happen anything. And I'm great. And the thing what I liked so much, the people when they went off the area, they walked together, head up high, say, you never walk alone. Without the fucking middle finger, you moron piece of shit with your Mohammed. Fuck you. That is what I'm against. I'm standing up for the majority then. Because those people at Rock am Ring, they came to have a good time. Just to have fun. And if you can't have that, or you can't accept that because how your way of thinking, your sick way of thinking in that ideology, then I don't know, get some mental help, because this is not healthy anymore to kill people because they think different than you think. That is the sickness. That is the sickness of ideology. And I'm still forward, 100% forward, that this ideology has to get forbidden because it's sick, it's twisted, it is mental deranged. That's all I'm thinking. If you can't accept it, then fine. But don't don't suspect then if you have a war going on, that you'll come running here. Because you're so bitching and whining about us, why then you should also not suspect help. It's just like friends. If you know, if you are, it's like, you know, the bullies in school, right? If you bullying all the time, a certain person, here's the thing. I'll give you a better example. I was from this week watching Big Bang Theory, and there was an episode. There was he got suddenly a note from his major bully who wants to meet him up for a drink. What's going on? And here's the thing. He said, well, okay, listen. The goodness of his heart, he still listened. He still came forward and was thinking to help him. So he started bullying him again. So he came ask for help, but still he had to bully them. And rightfully so that Leonard, in that series, the storyline, kicked him out. It's the same thing. It's the same bloody fucking thing. If you want to come here for help, that's fine. But if you misbehave and all that shit what you're putting on, then you think it's strange, we'll hunt you down, throw you maybe the country. I think they should step even further, but that's not allowed anymore. I mean, I'm talking about the death penalty. You know what I mean? For those people to reinstate it. If you think like that, have these thoughts, sorry. Sounds maybe wrong, but before you kill millions, I think that's right. But okay, who am I? Call me bloody racist. Call me fucking bloody racist. I mean, you know, I'm not going to to Mecca with a bomb around me and let me explode down there. Then you should hear the whining. Trust me. This is the JJA Show. And I say my opinion. And I'm not scared of you guys. I really don't. I really don't. I think, I'll be honest, I think Muhammad is a fraudster. Or Allah, what his name is. Who we don't give a rat's ass. For me, it's a lot of shit anyway. What is it? What he stands for. Start treating the people as equal, as you want to be treated. I think you come a lot of further that way. Rightfully so. Not with your sick and twisted terror all the time. I think if you want to show your good side, then you should pay a part of the ticket back to those people who lost their great evening there, who saved up a lot of money and they couldn't see it because of your sick and twisted thinking. You know, your mental deranged thinking. If you are thinking that way, in that ideology way, I think you should stand up and pay some of those people a part of their ticket price back. Because that's fair. Anyway, because that's what I want the party to talk about. And yeah, there's more festivals, Pink Pop. I'm actually wondering how the security is this year. I mean, I hope they really do body checks, everything, because I think we're on the stage, we have to go back to that. And then, yeah, some women, sexist. Yeah, well, that's better than you're a sex of pigs. Then a bomb go off and millions will kill. All right. So do if you want to go see it, then find a body check. Okay, if a woman, let's do it. If a man do it, or a woman, you know, man doesn't mind. I think they prefer from a woman. That's something else. No, but here's the thing also. Here's the thing. a lot of festivals go on. I really don't know what they're playing this year. I have something or whatever. In Hoense, there's also in the what's called Tinderbox. And then you see some. I was looking for a band, and I noticed how many old bands there were on it. I thought to myself, really, Run DMC, the Pet Shop Boys. I mean, these are bands, when I was young. Okay, I'll soon go to you too, but also, is there now no groups that really is from this time that they are we going for the golden oldies or something? I really don't know. Yesterday evening also Rammstein. Rammstein was there already when I was around 25, so there have been around 15 years. And great that they still exist, don't get me wrong. But I'm sometimes a little bit scared for the music scene that they, what for festivals, you see them X Factor, but you never see them on those artists on the festival because nobody gives them ass about it. So you see once a year that actually never sells, and then you never hear of these artists again. So I don't know. I really don't know. But I'll be honest, when I always liked to go to festivals. I have some great memories of festivals. I can remember when I went to Pink Pop once and I stayed on the camping, and it rained so much, right? And everything was turned to mud. And then suddenly my tent came passing me by, and then after that my clothes. So I had to go 4 days the same clothes, and I was something like, yeah. And total film month. I was sitting when I come home, I was sitting 4 hours in the bath, and I still had the mud everywhere. But hey, ik geef great remembers because I still can remember it, guys. That's the funniest part. I'll be honest, the festivals, yeah, this is the thing with festivals, right? You don't come just for the music. You come there to be with others, to have a great time. And that's the thing with the fun of the festivals. There are really some good festivals out there. And the funny part is, it's a lot of different music. Yeah, normally in the olden days when I went, it was mostly a little bit rock and then heavy metal combined. Nowadays, no, there's more to it. There's even dance music and cabaret. It's coming more bigger and more wider, and that's good, I think. Also, more culture, more people together, and there's never gone anything wrong. And maybe a few get drunk and have a fight. Normally say it's nothing of the sort of terrorism, how I was going out, and I stand always behind me. So don't get me wrong. Yeah, but there wasn't. So no, I'm standing behind what I say. By the way, here's the thing. Yeah. Okay. That's the thing of festivals. It's great times, and I'll bet there will be something also arrangement made for tonight for the Champions League final, that people can watch football. I've seen the arrangements made before. It's always nice, and you see always people having fun. And yeah, sometimes they're drunk, but still having fun. Sometimes they even stoned, but they're still having fun. That is what it's about, and I prefer that. I really do. Okay, and I hope everything will go fine, and they don't have these sick and twisted ideas of with bombs and everything going around, because that is why. If you want to let it go bomb out and do that somewhere in Iraq or something, because we don't give a rat's ass what happens there. Really don't. Sorry. If you want to do that somewhere, to let bomb go and kill people down there, because we really don't give a rat's ass. We're tired of you guys. I'm still for that we have to close the borders, and if they do this kind of caps and keep on, then keep to close the borders. And if you're a Muslim, sorry, then you can't come in anymore, because you know what I mean. I know there's some, and I'm not saying that all Muslims are bad people. Definitely far from it. I know a lot of Muslim people who are very nice, and they gain my respect, but they not come also threaten me with a bomb. And they say even to me, they know my opinion, and some people even they can understand what I'm saying, and they agree actually on it. Rightfully so. So the fun is, I would actually like to know something, guys, from you guys. And if you're watching it on demand, and if you think, hey, the JJA show is tonight at 8:30, so you're going to watch on demand, you won't see there's a JJA show. Next week, I'll be on the normal time again. So don't worry about it, right? At 8:30 to 9:30, the JJA show live. What are you going to do? Are you going to watch the Champions League? Are you going to a festival? Are you going into the city? What is your goal tonight? What are you? That I really would like to know. Yeah, because that is very important for me. From where does this? Because there's so much to do today. Huh? There's also great in the summer. You can go everywhere. There's always something great to live, and there is something else. We are staying at home watching the Champions League. Absolutely, I think I'll do that tonight. So you have this. We have this, and I'm really looking forward to it for this weekend. I'll be honest. Also, by the way, if you are a real football fan, tonight after the Champions League, we'll be live here on YouTube discussing the match. And I hope you really, guys, you tune in. Let me know what you think about the Champions League. So, hosted by me. It's my second. By the way, I want to make adjustment to something. This morning I was just awake and I directly had to vlog. I was so exhausted. I was just actually, when I shot that vlog about Dreamcatcher, I don't know if you know, but I was still half sleeping. I was just waking up. I still had to wake up. But it's also fun, these vlogs to do, because when you look back and think to yourself, my God, I always laugh at sometimes how I come with a vlog out of it, and I notice things about, maybe people don't notice themselves, but I notice things about me, and then I laugh my ass off. So yeah. The next topic is about the police. Ooh, I have to watch out what I'm saying. No, here's the thing. In Holland came the discussion up that you should headscarves, for the Muslim community. But there's a rule with the police. You have to separate religion and the country from each other. So if you for the police, you're standing up for the country, and then they want to do this. It doesn't make sense. So is that not then discriminating for a Jewish guy who wants to watch a little cap all around it? The same. And let's be honest. If you wear these things, and can you imagine if that was approved and suddenly a major terrorist attack would happen from a Muslim dude, and you're wearing these headscarves? What do you think was going to happen? Really? Think a little bit. Or even what another person heard said. If you are, for example, from the lesbian community or the gay community, do you want to hear somebody who wears a headscarf, from the Muslim community? No, absolutely not. No religion force, because they sometimes think it's wrong and they forbid it. And then the person that they can think, well, the person who done that to me, who because of hatred towards the gay community, slip away because he is also like that, the police, and he has also an issue against, the gay community. You have to watch so much out with these people, That's why I say no against this. Also to protect actually the Muslim community. Because it's not fair. And you have to think about if you're a victim of a crime and then if there could be a religion stake that can work against you. Because if you're a victim, trust me, you're in shock. It's not fun. I'll be honest, I've personally been there. It's not fun. You feel scared, and then there's something going on. It's a mental. I think it's a psychological reaction. How that is a playing part. So I think it's a stupid. And here was the thing: it was on television, Dutch television. I was watching the show, and this Muslim person came on. Yeah, but it's good because it shows her right as a Muslim. But he says, you separate religion. You go against your own words. I have to bring it up, and I just said earlier again. I'm getting so fed up and tired of this, and I'm yeah. So that is the thing, you know what I mean? And people ask what I think also a lot about lately about with the laptop taking along in an airplane to the United States. I don't want to be free. I think it goes a little bit far because of them. They could make a terrorist, but I know they can. I really know, but I'm not. Well, what I don't think is fair that Trump is going to say, well, that country can't and that country can. Yes, if you just say yes or no, not looking at the country, because then you're busy with discrimination. I think you get that's wrong. I can understand where it comes from, also to the point I made earlier. So I'm not 100%. I can understand some part deal of it, what he has issue with. So, guys, I'm getting tired. Normally, it's also the time of day I'm relaxing a little bit, and yeah. Well, there's not much traffic going on at the moment. I can see it's a little bit quiet, and I think it's also part of actually where we are. So I think I'll be for time. I don't have so much subject anyway. I was hoping a lot of people would show up and we had a great discussion. Sometimes, you know what I mean? It can happen, it's not. And that's also fine. You know what I mean? That is fine. Get something about it. Anyway, I hope you liked this week's JJA show. I really hope that you enjoyed it. And if you do, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/JJA LiveTube. We'll be later after the Champions League match. We're going in and discussing the Champions League match. In the aftermath of course, the aftermath, the famous program. And people also like the aftermath of always. That's good. That's really good. I really like it. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/JJA Sports Studio. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter on @JJA Sports Studio. Google plus.com. plus.google.com/plus, the plus sign, JJA LiveTube. And we're also on Pinterest. You can follow us there on Pinterest.com/JJA Live Tube. And also, I want to mention is that if you go to our website and you see on the left side here, right, you have the categories and it says now live scores. Those are available, guys. Go watch. And we have some already gaining some traffic on it, so I'm happy for that. If you have, I want to bring something back. If you have a question for a show, you just have to go in the comment box there of that show. So if you have a question for the JJA show, you go onto the last episode of the JJA show, make a comment and there write your question. If it's for the pitch, you do that for the last episode of the pitch. Bumbling wrestling, the same, etc., etc. All right, because then I will answer them in the next show of that thing. So then, if it's a question, what belongs you think to JJA show, I will answer that in the next JJA show. That is next Saturday, live here on YouTube. All right. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Jan-Jaap, and I hope to see you tonight. Tomorrow we have, of course, this week's in sports tomorrow, and of course after WWE Extreme Rules, we also again the aftermath is coming. The aftermath of WWE Extreme Rules. The JJA show is back on Saturday at 8:30 normal time in the evening, Central European time. Have a great Champions League final. If you're going out, drive careful. Don't drink and driving. If you want to drink, let somebody drive you or give the key to somebody who isn't drinking so they can drive you. Or just take a cab or just take the bus. Because I want to keep my viewers, of course, safe and possible. And yeah, I hope you really like it. You're always welcome to share this video. To everyone you know, your neighbor, your friend, everybody. All right? Because that will help us a lot. Because more viewers, well, you know what I mean. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. My name is Jan-Jaap, and I'll see you later tonight. Ciao. Have a great evening, okay? Bye.